Hello everyone, and welcome to your third Axe Parser tutorial. And in this tutorial, we will be actually, sorry, this is your fourth tutorial. In this tutorial, we will be I'll be continuing on drawing to the screen and etc. stuff like that. So yeah, let's just get started. So as an overview for our last program, key source. If you don't remember, we you always do the top with dot key, always. And if you don't remember, we used hex pick to create our ball sprite, and then we saved it as string one. It saved it as string one, and then we put it around these two brackets here, and then we saved it as pick one. You can't really save it as anything else other than pick one or pick two or pick three or any pick, because it has to be a picture to be able to be put on there. And then clear home, you know what that does. Anyway, clear draw, or rather repeat, it'll repeat whatever is in between the repeat and the end right here until this value is met. And this value is met meaning until the clear button is clicked. So it'll keep displaying this on the screen until the clear button is clicked. So it'll look like it's just staying on there, but it's really continuously displaying it to the screen until it's clicked. So in this one, I'll actually teach you how to do some really cool stuff with variables, and we'll just make it so you'll be able to move the circle around with your directional pad. So yeah, so right here, pt on. This statement, what it does is these are the x coordinates here, right? So this would be for the horizontal here. So whichever pixel it's on horizontally, and then the y coordinate, which would be whichever pixel it's on from here. Now, if I subtracted 1 from this, if I made this 24, it would move up 1 pixel up. If I made it 26, it would move down. If I made this 26, it would move it to the right. And if I made it 24, it would move it one to the left. That being said, to change these values, instead of using numbers like this, we can use what are called variables. And variables are like letters or something that you store data in. Like up here, all this was stored into pick one. Pick one is a variable. So yeah, and then you can use pick one to your own advantage, and that being said, we use it to our advantage by using the pt on statement. So yeah, that's how you can use this. Now we're going to be using two variables to control the movement of this. Those variables are x and y. We're actually going to store numbers, which would be these, into x and y. So to do this, we're going to go up here, and you always want to declare your variables on the top. You never want to do it inside your code, because it can really mess some stuff up sometimes. So we'll just do 2 lines for 2 variables. And the first thing you want to put is what you want to put in the variable. So I'm going to do 25, and we're going to put that one in x. So you can just do alpha and x. So that'll store the number 25 in x. So if you set the x coordinate to be the actual letter of x, it would be 25. And then 25 stored to y. So yeah, alpha and then y. Okay, now what we can do is we can replace these two with x and y. So we can do alpha x and then alpha y. So this will do the exact same result as the first thing, except now we can use different things to change it. So it will be the exact same thing as the one before. You won't notice a difference, except now we can use different things to change it, as I said earlier. So now what we will be doing is we will be using the directional pad to change the variables. So like every time you press the right button, it'll add one to x to make it move to the right. Every time you press the up button, it'll subtract 1 from y to make it go up. I'll show you how it's done. So for each different button pressed, you're going to want to clear 3 spaces, one for the if statement, one for the end statement, and one for the moving. So do 1, 2, 3. This is for the up button, 1, 2, 3. This is for the down button, 1, 2, 3. This is for the left button, 1, 2, 3. This is for the right button. So now that we have all our spaces nice and cleared out, let's start. So we're going to do if, and then we can do get key. So that means if somebody presses a certain button, and since this is the up one, it's 4. If you look on the keycodes.ping, it'll be 4. And then this is for up, so we'll do y minus 1 store to y, and that might be a little confusing. But basically what this is doing is it's changing y to be whatever y is minus 1. So like if y was 2, after you pressed 4, it would be 1. If y was 7,463,001 and you pressed 4, if you pressed the up button, it would be, whatever that number is, and then minus 1. So yeah, so now you always have to end if statements with end. Alright, so now we're going to be doing this. So do if, that was just for the up button, now we're going to do the down button. Oh, not if end, that would be stupid. I forgot, I have to go into this one. Alright, so if down, which is the down button, we'll do 1. 1 is the down button. If you look in the key codes, that ping, it'll be that. And this will be y plus 1 instead of y minus 1, because we're going down instead of up. And that may confuse you, because you'd be like, well, plus means up, right? Y minus means down. Well, no, it's the other way around. Plus means going down, because you're adding the down value and then subtracting the down value to make it go up. Kind of a little bit confusing, but just remember that. Alright, so now we're going to go into our left key. And now this would operate as you think it would be. So like x minus 1 would make it go to the left. X plus 1 would make it go to the right. So we're going to, 2 is the key for going to the left. So we'll do x minus 1 store 2 and then x. And let's go ahead and do our end here. Alright, and now we'll do the right directional pad. So we'll do this, and then that's number 3 if you haven't guessed already. It's number 3, and then it'll be x plus 1, and then we'll be done. And I'll show you how it works out. X and then 7, and as you can see, since I'm a pro, it went all according to plan. So now I'll just do second quit. Go to your axe, compile key. Notice it takes a little longer than it did before, because it actually has some use. And now, if you go to key, as you can see, if you press the right button, it'll go this way. If you press the up button, it'll go this way. Left button, it'll do this. Right button, it'll do that. This is pretty cool, right? Yeah, so that's a very useful program, sort of. It's useful for getting the hang of some sort of games. But you notice it can go off the screen. I'll show you how to use a simple if statement to test to see if you want it to go off the screen or not. So anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.